So what if you want to get a little bit more advanced with your interactions? Currently, we have these set up where basically you just touch them and then they turn colors and they go back to red again. But that leaves us some room to do some really cool things. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up one of these. And it doesn't matter which one because they're all part of the same object in the library. So if I change one, it changes all of them. Currently, I have a button on the first frame. I can go to Properties, and where it says Color Effect, we did this way back in intro, but when I go to Color Effect, I can go to Alpha, and I can turn on the alpha of the button, which means they're all invisible. So when I test the movie, I get something that looks like this, which is very different. I can also, if I go into the movie clip, at this point, I click on it or I touch it, it plays this section of the movie clip because we coded it to do so. And then here, it goes right back to 1 again. But maybe I don't want it to go back to 1. Maybe I want it to make it interactive again. So what I can do is I'll hit F6, and I'll convert that into a second button. So I'm going to hit FN, F8. I'm going to convert it into a button. And so this one I'll call B2 for Blue 2. Oh, or B3. Something that makes sense to me. So on this frame, it's a second button. And then what I can do is use the same code as I did before, except maybe this time instead of on rollover, I'll do on press. And so they actually have to click on the button for this to do whatever I'm going to have it do next. I'm going to have it go to and play. And I'm currently on frame 21, so I'll change it to 22. So what I want it to do is it'll stop on the first frame, I'll click on it or scroll over it, it'll turn blue, and then here I want it to stop again. So I'm going to go to my actions layer, I'm going to add an F6, I'm going to throw in a stop, it'll now stop and hold on this. And then the button is interactive, so if I click on it, it'll play frame 22, so I can create some kind of other animation here on 22. So to keep it simple, what I'll do is I will add on a new keyframe which copies over the button. I need to break that apart, so I'm going to hit Command B. I'm going to break it apart, and then say, I don't know, we'll go to 40 or so, and I'll just drop it down. Again, they're both ungrouped objects, so I have to use the shape tween. It looks like this. So what happens is, if I go to Control Test Movie, Test, these things appear, but then they stop on the blue. But when I come and click on the blue, they fall. So we can have multiple interactions. So one of the samples I mentioned is that you say you have a tree in the forest. And when you scroll over the blossoms turn into apples. Then I have a stop on that movie clip. And then if I click on the apples, I can have the apples fall to the ground. And then maybe the blossom shows back up again or something. So you can have multiple interactions per object. You just have to think about the timeline a little bit differently. If you have any questions, please by all means email me and I'll help you out. But use the blog, think about what you want to do, let your classmates kind of comment, and maybe they'll have some ideas that'll help you out. Okay, good luck.